Okay guys, so by the title of the video, you're probably wondering what I'm doing because I've never done something like this on my channel before. We're going to be reviewing and I'm going to be helping you set up a team for the Itachi raid that's coming out around next Wednesday. Either it's coming out next Wednesday or it's coming out next Thursday. It's coming out sometime next week. That's something you need to know. So as you know, in the JP version of the game gets all the raids and all the summons a week or 2 weeks before we do. So the raid just came out a couple of days ago, I believe. So what I decided to do, I'm going to help you set up a team that will help you beat this raid fairly easily. Now when the raid comes out, I'm going to be running through it again still as a live reaction so you can see exactly how I do it. But what I did is I watched a whole bunch of people do the raid so I can think of a team that will help you beat this raid fairly easily. I took some screenshots here and there of the people doing it so that way we can see the ad placement and how many ads we have to kill for the bosses to come out and whatnot. So first we're going to go over the team that I would be using for the raid. And it's pretty much almost an entire body team. Now I'm going to be setting it up. Okay, so now the characters that are given that you should be running is a body team. Now, unfortunately, we do not have no body healers yet, so you want to bring any Kabutos, or if you have Tsunade, you can bring her, but it's not needed for Tsunade. And also, you could bring Shizune, which will help a lot as well. So right off the bat, you want to bring a Rock Lee and a Tobirama. Now, if you do not have this Rock Lee or the Tobirama, you could replace those. You don't have to run a full body team. I'm not even running a full body team. I'm running 2 heavy hitters for my body, and hopefully I can get a 6-star Rock Lee as a friend unit to help me out with this. Okay, now I'm going to be showing you the characters that I'm going to be running, and I'm going to set my team up, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm running these certain characters. So first I'm going to be running the 5-star, my fault, Rock Lee, because I unfortunately wasn't able to pull the 6-star Rock Lee, and as his buddy, I'm going to be running the Gaara. Now, I'm going to explain everything as soon as I get done with this. Actually, no, I'm going to switch him to Kabuto. Then I'm going to run the Tobirama with a Gaara. And then my final unit as a Shikamaru. Now, the reason I'm running this team exactly is I'm going to show you. Okay, so Rock Lee and Tobirama are for damage. Now, they're not the highest damage unit I have, but they are good damage units, especially for body, so they're going to do that extra buff of damage. Now, of course, Kabuto's there for the healing. Now, the reason I have Tobirama and Gaara both there is because they both have the ability to block damage. They both have their super is for 3 turns, allows you to block up to 2,000 damage. Now, this is really good for the reason that if I'm in a situation where I need to tank some damage, especially if I'm stalling to heal, I can put one of these 2 guys out, stall as much time as I need, switch him back and forth, stall as much as I need, without worrying about taking damage. Now, this Gaara will be a 5-star by time I be doing the raids, so he's going to be nice and leveled up, and he will actually be able to do some good damage. Now, Shikamaru is there just for immobilization. You don't want to be taking too much damage from the final boss, especially if you're trying to stall and you don't have either of these units that can block the damage. You want someone that can immobilize fairly easily. Shikamaru almost has a 100% chance of immobilization. I believe it's really close to 100%. Yeah, it's 80% of immobilizing an enemy for 2 turns. And again, for your friend unit, I would probably run a 6-star Rock Lee, mainly because they do a shit ton of damage, so this is going to help with the ad control. And also, you can use him, especially if you awaken him to his 8-gate form, he should be able to do at least half the health of the final boss, and should be able to kill the first Itachi that you face easily. Now we're going to be moving into the actual raid fight, and I'm going to be breaking it down stage by stage, move by move. If you hear my mouse clicking in the background, I am sorry. It's necessary so that way I can see exactly what is going to spawn in and when. So when you first spawn into the stage, you're going to have 3 Ambus. Now all these Ambus do damage and they can poison you, and they have a really wide range. So make sure you kill them as fast as possible. Now once you kill the first ad, 2 more are going to spawn in about the middle, as you see on screen here, about where the first front one spawns in. Now these 2 are healing Ambus. They're not too difficult to kill. Well, they're not difficult to kill, but they're not too necessary to kill right off the bat. You want to get these damage Ambus out the way. But like I said, the healers aren't the biggest threat here. It's the Ambus that can poison you. After you kill those, there's going to be another stage in the fight where 3 more Ambus come in. 2 more damage Ambus and 1 more healing Ambu. Make sure you take out the 2 damage Ambus first, and then worry about the healing Ambu. After you kill those ads, you move on to stage 2. Now there's going to be 3 Ambus that spawn, 2 damage and 1 healing. Make sure you kill the damage Ambus first. I'm going to keep emphasizing that because if you don't, they won't do a shit ton of damage, but they do pack a punch and they can poison you, which will hurt you in the long run. Now, right after you kill those three more ads will spawn, and after this, make sure you kill those ads off. It's about the same, and it's a fairly easy stage. Now, right after that, Itachi spawns in. Now, Itachi spawns in the middle of the map, and this is his Anbu form. Now, he's not difficult at all to beat, but make sure you take the ads out first so you don't have to worry about them. I believe it's a damage Anbu and a healing Anbu. Kill them first. Now, with the healing Anbu this time, you want to take her out before you start doing damage to Itachi, because she will heal Itachi for 1500 and it's quite annoying. Now, what you can do here, especially if you don't have the best team, you will most likely have to heal up some. Now, this is the part of the stage where you can start stalling, as you can see down here. Most likely what you should do is, especially if you have the 6-star Rock Lee that can have a chance of countering, make sure he's over there fighting Itachi, and then have either, if you're running a Shizune and a Kabuto or whatever healers you have them down in one of the corners away from Itachi so he continues to attack Rock Lee. Now, he will use the Tosukeyomi, which does a good bit of damage but not an incredible amount, and once you kill him you can get the 4-star card drop, but it's not guaranteed. Now, after you move on to that, you have 2 odds that spawn in front of you for the final stage, and there will be a damage Anbu and a healing Anbu. Just kill those off. It's a fairly easy right there. And then right after that, Itachi spawns in as his Katsuki form. Now, again, you have a damage Anbu and then a healing. Worry about the damage and then worry about the healing, and make sure you just do damage to Itachi. Now, in this stage, you may have to do what you did in the last stage and stall and get some health back up. But if you did this last stage right and you stalled perfectly, you should have about full health, and you should have a lot of your supers for your main characters. Now, with this, you want to make sure that either you have a Tobirama or immobilizer to either tank the damage from Itachi or immobilize him so he can't move while if you're having to stall. And then right after that, just keep doing damage to him, keep beating him down. You shouldn't have to use any stones for this event. And if this helped you guys out at all, and if you want me to keep doing this, leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys the fuck later. Peace.